Welcome back to the 39 Hours Review and Reaction with me, Tiefsa, for episode 5, the 4th session of the fishing part of the tournament. And wow, that was a huge brown trout. Isn't it crazy how that brown trout was almost the catch and release record ever in the world? And the other person that has the record, Haataja, is on the show. I mean, that's just insane. You can't make that stuff up. Also, if you notice this, I know this is Jay or Wiebe, whoever's editing, as they were talking about the brown trout that the Konrads caught, there was a loon laughing in the background. I don't know if that was planned, but that was unbelievable. I felt so bad for every other team because of how big that fish is. You could just see the jealousy on their face. But then after they accepted it, that it was, never going to get beat by any other fisherman in this tournament, probably, it was like, that is amazing. But wow, that was real cool editing. I think it's just amazing that these fishermen, these anglers can tell what the fish is from far out, from a long way away, just by how the fish rolls or moves. It's amazing. That was just a giant fish. Now, this area where I'm from, the Wisconsin area, is known for having massive brown trout, and I guess we take pride in having that kind of fish in our lakes, like Lake Michigan. It's just huge there. And the Konrad brothers in that freak lake Diefenbaker has God, what fish can't you catch there that are like world record size? That's insane. So that's my initial reaction. I mean, that was just amazing. To catch that in the middle of a tournament and for everyone to see is just amazing. It's just amazing. All right, on to the teams. We'll start in alphabetical order as we always do, and we're looking at Team Acme Kalins first. They had a rough one. I just feel so bad because I know the lakes they were fishing. I've been to these places and I've caught some fish there. I haven't caught a musky fishing at the lakes that they were at in Wisconsin, but I know where they are, so I guess thanks. Now I know where to target musky, but hopefully I have better luck than Peric and Haataja. The only good thing, I guess, was it was Peric's birthday, and he didn't get hurt or anything. He didn't get any hooks in himself on that boat with the rods everywhere. So, bright side. They did upgrade their largemouth point, so that was good. But no, they could not hook into a musky. The rock bass they caught, it wasn't big enough. It was a ½ inch short. So, tough day or session for Acme Kalins. Next up is Dakota Lithium. My God. Now, I picked them to win from the start. They're starting to prove me right. They got to their freak lake, and I call their freak lake Diefenbaker, and they caught some big fish. Before they even went there, though, they stole a perch point from Manitoba. Those are the huge swings when you can steal a point, and they did that. Then they got a whitefish, too, which was very good. They got 2. They even upgraded their own point. And then that brown trout, my God. I wonder why they don't stay there, because I know they've caught Burbot there before, and they've caught giant rainbow trout there before. You know, those brothers have the world record for Burbot and rainbow trout. If you're not familiar, they are amazing fishermen. All right, so Dakota Lithium had a great session. I thought they could have made it even better if they did get to a Burbot or rainbow trout, but it was still a great day. They are tied for the lead now. Team Manitoba, they started off with that tiger trout. That was a great thing for them to get, but they lost the perch point, and then they didn't get a splake. I think it should be noted, though, that brown trout that Jay caught was just huge. It was a great fish. I wish that fish was caught as timing-wise, just for good TV, if it was caught before. And then, the Konrad brothers sort of stole it with a fish that was 10 inch longer than that, but still, that was a beautiful brown trout. That was awesome that they caught that fish. They are tied for the lead. One thing I will say about Team Manitoba is they seem the most rested and ready for day 3. Every other team besides them is looking rough and haggard after this. I know they call it 39 hours, but really it's 3 days, it's 60 hours. They're using the 39 hours this time to fish where they're not traveling nearly as much within the fishing time. And then finally, Team Tackle Box Lottery, they got kind of, I guess, bad luck because of weather. They couldn't go out, so it just kind of was rough for them just because they couldn't go out on the water and they had to fish from shore and they had to use local intel to try and catch some fish. They did catch fish, but they're all dinks. It's hard to get on bigger fish when you're limited to where they were, and so it was rough. Also, is the squirrel out of the box? Like, I know you tried to get the squirrel out, but did it get out? Is the squirrel in the box? Is the squirrel out of the box? I don't know what's going on. Poor squirrel. Another thing that I thought was interesting is they were talking about mutated Niagara fish. Like, that's what they were praying for, just to catch. Like, I think there was a lot of hopes and prayers for them in this session, and the weather just didn't cooperate for them, and it was just a rough session. And now for my final thoughts. There's still a lot of points out there. There really are. I mean, it just shows you that, like, that rock bass point could still get stolen. There's some other fish that haven't been caught yet, like the Splake hasn't been caught yet. I know a musky is the only possibility for the Wisconsin team because of the laws, but that would be so cool for them to catch, just to get that on board because no one could steal them. I mean, they were casting at a 14-incher. They just need to get that point. I heard Team Tackle Box Lottery talking about a herring. If you remember, the steelhead or rainbow trout point is not like a solid point. And a 37-inch northern is doable for some other teams. You heard Wiebe talking about it and Jay talking about it a little bit. But, I mean, I've seen Aaron catch a 40-plus inch northern on his YouTube play button. So there's a lot of points still out there, and there's one session or 13 hours to go. So there's 2 more episodes. It's still really tight. It's 4 at the bottom and 8 at the top. I mean, there's still a lot of play that can go into this yet. It's exciting to see. Just some freaky big fish have been caught. I mean, just think about this. The northern that was caught way up in Cree Lake was 37 inches long, a big northern. And then the Konrad brothers caught a brown trout that was even bigger than that northern. That's insane. Man, this is fun to watch. Alright, thanks for watching my reaction and reviews. Don't forget to push all the good buttons. Keep watching 39 hours. Keep supporting that, man. Put it out there. Put it on your Facebook page. I love this series so much, and I want it to go on for season after season after season. It's so fun to watch. Alright. Get after it, you guys. I can't wait to see what you do in the last day of the 39 hours. 13 hours to go!